absolutely love this look. I didn't think I really would, but I actually really do. And then this might not be for everybody, obviously. It's definitely a lot different, but and I'm not sure how it's coming out on camera, but in person, I actually really like the way this looks. So if you want to see how I go from my bare face to this look, just keep on watching. Done. So we're going to go ahead and start with the eyes. I'm going to start by priming them using Tarte Shape Tape Concealer and a damp beauty sponge. And just going to put this all over the eyelid and up to the brows, just to prime my eyes and conceal all the veins in my veiny eyelids. I feel like I haven't done my makeup in so long, like at least not on camera. Then I'm going to go ahead and take MAC's Pro Shaping Powder in the color Emphasize, and I'm going to use a Sigma Tapered Highlighter F35 brush and dust that over the top of that just to create a smoother base for blending eyeshadows. I feel like if I go right in on top of I feel like if I go right over top of my concealer, it just doesn't blend out as well and as smoothly. The first thing I'm going to do is going to take a Sigma E55 brush, and using that Emphasize from MAC, I'm going to just kind of pack it on a little bit more on the eyelid. I want this over here in this corner to be pretty white. Then I'm going to go in with Makeup Geek's Purely Naked and a Sigma E25 brush. And I'm just going to go ahead and put that down as my transition color in my crease. And I'm putting most of the product on the outer corner of my crease. And then as there's less on my brush, I am blending it towards the inner corner, trying to stay away from trying to stay out of my eyelid as much as I can as I get it in towards the inner corner of my eye. I want most of the product and color on the outer corner of my crease and lid. Then I'm going to go ahead and using Makeup Geek's Frappe, I'm just going to take the same brush and again start at the outer corner of my eye with the most product, and then down on the lid, and then slowly bring some color up to the inner corner of my crease. Then I'm just going in with the same E25 brush from Sigma, and I'm going to go in with Makeup Geek's Cocoa Bear right here and just deepen up that color in the crease a little bit. Again, keeping the majority of the product on the outer corner of my lid. Blending it out as I get less on the brush. Bring it in towards the inner corner of my crease. And I want the majority of this color to stay in the crease to really deepen it up. I don't want to blend it out too far into the rest of the eyelid. Then I'm going to go ahead and with the Morphe M505 brush, go back in with Purely and Naked, and just kind of blend that over the top of everything to get rid of any harsh lines. Then I'm going to go in with Makeup Geek's Mocha, and I'm just going to use the same brush, the Sigma E25 brush, and very lightly put that down in the outer V of my eye, just to deepen that up just a bit. Then I'm going to go back in with the Pro Emphasize powder from MAC, and with that Sigma E55 brush that I used in the beginning, and just pack that in the beginning part again. In the inner corner of my eyelid. And then go back in with the Sigma E25 brush that I used all of the products, and just kind of blend that lightly over the top of that so that there's no harsh lines and becomes kind of a gradient effect. Then I'm going to go in with MAC's gel liner in the color Dip Down, and using a Sigma E65 small angle brush, I'm going to go ahead and do a wing liner. Now let's see if we can do the same thing on the other side. That is always the interesting part for me. Okay. Let's see how this one turns out. Alright, so then after I finished that, I went ahead and wiped underneath my eyes with a makeup wipe. And right now I have been using the Shea Moisture African Black Soap Clarifying Facial Wipes with tea tree oil and calendula. It's supposed to balance oily, blemish-prone skin, removes makeup and dirt without rinsing or drying. Holy moly, that is a lot. I've been using these for a while now. I like them. They're okay. I feel like they definitely take the oil off my face and clean up my face. The only thing I will say that I don't like about them is they smell like straight up Play-Doh. So if you don't like that smell, I don't recommend them. Otherwise, they're just fine. So now we're going to start with the face. I'm going to go in with the Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer. Of course, this is my #1 favorite primer. Give it a good shake. And then just put this all over my face. And then I'm going to go in with the Makeup Forever Base Smoothing Primer. I have a lot of acne scars, and I just want to cover those up in certain areas. So I'm going to put some just up here, where I have the most acne scars. And then I'm going to put some right here. Just put it over my nose and kind of smooth out my pores just a little bit more. Then I'm going to go in with my #1 favorite foundation, the Estee Lauder the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Liquid Foundation. This stuff is my #1 favorite. It is great for oily skin, and it just stays in place all day long. I'm going to go ahead and pump that on the back of my hand. And then dot it on my face. And blend that all out. I love the coverage of this foundation. I love the way it lies on my skin. It's just beautiful. If you haven't tried this and you're still looking for an amazing foundation, especially if you have oily skin, I definitely recommend using this one. It's amazing. Then I'm going to go ahead and highlight and conceal using Tarte Shape Tape Concealer and the MAC Prep and Prime in the color Radiant Rose. I'm going to take that under my eyes, the center of my forehead, down the bridge of my nose, Cupid's bow, and a little bit on my chin. But I always start in one spot first because I don't want it to start creasing before I get to blend out everything. And then just get my sponge wet again and blend that out. And I take it down into almost like a check mark, down and up into my hairline. And getting it as tight in my lower lash line as I possibly can. My eyes aren't that sensitive, so I can dab away. The same thing on the other side. You don't need a lot, a little bit goes a long way. I see so many people just putting so much on there, at least it looks like they do. And it's just not necessary. I don't know, maybe they're not doing that, maybe it just looks like that, but holy moly, you don't need to. And in everywhere else as well. Then getting my sponge wet again. I like to keep my sponge pretty wet. That just might be a personal preference, but I feel like the more and more I use my sponge, the drier it gets, and I don't want a dry application anywhere. I want a pretty damp application. Then I'm going to go in with Laura Mercier's translucent loose setting powder and just set my entire face, starting with my under eyes first because they will crease the fastest. And I'm just taking my damp beauty sponge and putting it directly in there and just all over my face. Not too heavy. And I need to start like putting it on my face everywhere first and then going in and blending it out. Because if I start blending it out right away, I always wonder like, did I get that spot? I don't know. Then I'm going to go in with Laura Mercier's bronzing powder in the shade 2 and using a Morphe M527 brush. I like this brush because it is a goat hair brush, and I feel like that kind of, lately I feel like it's been blending out my bronzer much easier, and if I go in a little heavy-handed, it doesn't come out so heavy-handed. And I'm just going to warm up the edges of my face. Now I'm going to go ahead and contour using Sephora's contour in the color Tranquil number 26. It is a cool grain tone color, and since I'm so pale, this is what works best for me. And I'm going to go ahead and apply that using a NARS Ida brush, however you say that. And I don't go flatting with the brush. I take just the edge and I contour my cheekbones with the edge of it. And then I'll take it flat and go along my jawline. Then I will take the edge of it and go down my nose. And bring that up to meet my brows. I don't like how that brush blends things out, so I'm going to take the Morphe M523 brush and blend it out along my cheekbones and under my jaw. And it just creates that nice look of a shadow right there. And then under my jaw as well. And then to blend out my nose, I use a Morphe E21 brush. It's this little slanted brush. And I blend that down ever so slightly. Alright, so my camera just became exhausted, so I went ahead and fixed my brows that I completely wiped off. It's a little hard for me to do my brows under these bright lights, so if they look a little funky, I apologize. And now I'm going to go ahead and apply some blush using Max Mineralized blush in the color Warm Soul. Warm Soul? Why do I do that? Warm Soul. And using a Morphe E4 brush. This is my favorite blush brush. And I'm just going to go and apply that above my cheekbones. I use this blush like way too much and all the time, but it literally just goes with everything. I have a lot of other blushes, but I hardly ever use them. I'm always doing makeup looks and I'm just like, oh, this doesn't look right with it, this doesn't look right with it. And then I hold this one up and it's just like, perfect. It just goes with everything. And that's how I choose my blushes. I hold them up to my face with my makeup done and I'm like, okay, which one do I want? Does anybody else do that? I can't be the only one that does that. Then I'm going to go ahead and blend that just a little bit more using a Morphe stippling brush. I don't know what it's called. If it ever had a label on it, I don't know. And I just kind of pounce and rub it just a little bit. And I'm definitely not blending it everywhere because then that takes my blush and just puts it all over my cheeks, and I don't want it all over my cheeks, obviously. And then I'm going to go ahead and take a Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in the color Pearl, and using a Morphe M501 brush, I'm going to go ahead and highlight my cheekbones. I don't know if the camera's picking that up, but holy moly, I just love this stuff. A little bit of my nose, that was a lot of it. Whew. Cupid's bow. Then I'm going to take a Morphe E36 brush, right? Yep. And put that in the highlight. And then I'm going to spray some setting spray on it. And put that in my inner corner. And that setting spray, and then putting that setting spray on it will just make that color pop and stand out much more vibrant than it would without it. I do that step pretty much every single time with that inner corner. I don't think I ever skip it. If I do, I didn't mean to. Then I'm going to take a Morphe M213 brush and kind of blend that out just a little bit. I went a little ham. Got a little heavy-handed. And that's okay. Then I'm going to take that Morphe M213 brush and using Max eyeshadow and using Max Satin eyeshadow. I can't do it. Using Max Satin eyeshadow in the color Shroom, I'm going to highlight under my cheekbones. Oh my gosh, I can't talk today. I cannot think straight. Holy moly. I'm going to highlight under my brow bone. Man alive. Man alive. Why do I see that? I just sound like an old lady. Or like an old man. Man alive. Okay, I need to stop saying that. What am I doing? Oh. Then I'm going to go ahead and curl my lashes and apply some mascara. Today I'm going... No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I still have a lot of work to do. Holy moly, I cannot think straight today. Ah! And now for the pop of color under my eyes. I'm not exactly sure how this is going to work out or how I'm going to do it, but I will start and improvise as I go along. I might not even like this at all. This could be a complete disaster. Wish me luck. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is go in and put NARS longer... And I'm going to go ahead and put NARS Longwear eyeliner in the color Larger Than Life. It's just a brown eyeliner. I'm going to go ahead and put that in my waterline really tightly. Sorry if you can't see me. Then I'm going to go in with Makeup Forever's Aqua XL Eye Pencil in the color number 1-32 or I-32. I think it's I-32. But it is a really pretty shimmery blue color. Looks like that. It's very pretty metallic. I don't know if the camera's picking up how that shines, but it's very pretty. I'm going to go ahead and put that in my lower lash line. And I'm bringing it out all the way to the inner corner, and when I get to the inner corner, I'm going to go a little farther out. Okay, I have to get closer for this, sorry. And I took the eyeliner on the inner corner of my eye, I almost created just kind of a little kind of a cat eye look. And then I'm going to go ahead and take a Morphe E36 brush and a Makeup Geek eyeshadow called Mermaid. And I'm going to hopefully blend this out just a bit under the lash line. And I'm not blending out the color that's in my inner corner. I'm just blending out from like about here all the way up to the end. And I'm tapping off my brush a lot with each application of color because it is a shimmery eyeshadow, so there is going to be a lot of fallout. And I don't want all of that underneath my eyes. So just a lot of going in and more product, tapping off, blending. More product, tapping off, blending. Over and over again until you get that blended out to the way you like it. Now I'm going to go ahead and curl my lashes. And for mascara today, I'm going to be using the MAC Extended Play Gig Black Lash Mascara. I love this for my upper and lower lashes. It's perfect on the lower lashes especially. And today I'm not really particular about my upper lashes because I'm going to be putting on false eyelashes, of course. So we just want to add in some mascara on the top lashes just for some color. So you can't see a difference between these and my false lashes. And then as well on the bottom lashes. I'm going to go ahead and apply some false lashes. Now I'm going to go ahead and apply some... Now I'm going to go ahead and apply some false lashes. I'm not sure which ones I'm going to use today. It's either the Eyelure London Definition number 126. I love these. They're beautiful and they're add great volume and length. Or it is the Flutter Lashes in Provocative. I haven't had a chance to use these ones yet, so I'm kind of leaning towards these, but we'll see. And that box really kind of blocked the view, so the Flutter Lashes look like this. So we'll see which ones work out best. Alright, so I ended up going with the Provocative lashes from Flutter, but I kind of think they're a little heavy on me. They're beautiful lashes, but they're just so big on my eyes. Like, they're gorgeous lashes by themselves, but on my face, they're a little big on my tiny little head, and it kind of makes me look a little bit more drag than I want to. But if this is your kind of look, then this is what they look like on a tiny head. So in case you're wondering if these lashes would look good on your head, this is what they look like on mine. I might switch them out, we shall see. I'm gonna go ahead and put some chapstick on. And then I'm gonna line my lips using NYX lip color in the color Natural. I feel like I use this a lot, but I kind of use a lot of things a lot. It's crazy how you don't realize how uneven your lips are until you go in to line them. It's like, oh, holy cow. They're totally different on each side. Then I'm going to go ahead and fill my lips in using NYX Lingerie in the color Embellishment. It's the number 2. I'm not the biggest fan of the formula. It's very sheer feeling and looking. I don't know, it's weird. I'm not sure how I feel about these lashes or this lip color, we'll see, but I might change it out, we'll see. But I'm gonna go ahead and spray my face. Today I'm going to be using Makeup in a Bottle. Why do I keep saying that? Today I'm gonna be using Model in a Bottle. I tried this the other day and I loved it. I tried it with some just kind of a basic powder foundation and it was just minimal makeup. So today with all of this done, I'm gonna see how well this holds up. And I'll probably talk about it in my next hit or misses video coming up soon. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray my face off camera because I look ridiculous doing it. So I'm gonna go ahead and either keep this how it is or change a few things and then spray my face, and I will be right back. Alright guys, that is it for this look. I did change out my lashes. I switched to the House of Lashes Iconic in their mini collection. This just looks a lot better in my opinion. Those lashes were just a bit too much for me. They're beautiful, gorgeous lashes, but maybe for a more specific occasion where those eyelashes are warranted. Anyways, that is it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something new, and I hope you subscribe so I can see you in my next video. Bye, guys.